Hello. A lot of you have been with us for the last 14, 15 years, since 2008, since we published the Alien Races book, the first one, in 2009. And you have watched, uh, I think we published over 12,000 videos, 12,000 videos over since 2008 on our, I think now it's 12 or 14 different channels, because when the channels, as I've told you many times, when the channels get too big, past 6,000 subscribers, we delete it. And I explain why we delete those channels. We don't want them to be too big. We're looking for 72's, for people to serve the cause, to create events, and to make a difference in the history of the humankind. So, some of you know all the things you are about to see. You are going to be able to detect the words, the things that are being said, the people. This documentary, what I'm going to show you, it's about those things, because a lot of people, which are recent subscribers or people that came across our information recently, more recently, they're not aware about Jupiter, about the 72's and their importance, um, about the so-called angelic beings, which are caristos. Nothing more than caristos. Because of the wings, they became the angels, the angelic aliens, and all that. But if you've been here for a while, you'll be able to recognize what I'm going to show you. If you're not, if you're new, a person new to our information, and then maybe you'll not understand everything, but stick around, and soon you will, because we will upload a few thousand videos that we published starting 2008, 2009. And if you don't understand the whole story now, you will after you watch those videos. Things like 48 weeks with Dorky de Steel, and other series. Anyway, so enjoy. I'll put a few, notes here and there, or sounds or signs, so that you pay attention when these things that are important pop up. This is not new. The Caristos arrived here 17,000 years ago. And this channel is not new. We've had 12 or 14 channels since 2008, but we were here before the internet, before YouTube. And now you will see, because everything I show with evidence, not just blah, 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 not just people talking. That's easy. We have to show evidence. Otherwise, just saying words. Enjoy. Cheers. Because everything I show with evidence, not just blah, blah, blah.
I was commanded to come to the United States. It wasn't a matter of whether you like it or not. I was asked to present myself in America. And I did, and I lectured from one end of the States to the other and back again, and eventually ended up in dear old Los Angeles, where we still are. Well, now it is called a Interplanetary Confederation, and it has a seat, which is generally, and scientists will go mad at this statement, but it's generally on the planet Jupiter, or one of the moons on the planet Jupiter.
Something is always happening. But when it happens, people don't always see it, or understand it, or accept it.
All you people all over the world, wherever you are, I know it's a tough one. I'm an old dude. I've been around for years. I live with optimism. But all you guys, all you youngsters who feel thwarted and put down and hopeless, believe me one thing. Believe you me, an old fool like me has worked in my life, will work in yours. So never give up. Believe, believe, believe. I don't care if you're atheist or agnostic or anything. Believe, believe, believe.
Jupiter. Doesn't matter whether you like it or not. I was asked to present myself in America. And I did, and I lectured from one end of the States to the other and back again, and eventually ended up in dear old Los Angeles, where we still are.
I considered that these men were not charlatans. They were very honest, down-to-earth people, as far as I could tell from associating with them at great length. Also, I have witnessed some of the UFO phenomena while in the presence of these people, and I could observe their reaction to the phenomena, and I could tell that they were familiar with what they were seeing. In other words, they weren't startled by this at all. Their stories were highly consistent. And yet, we do have a reason and a justification for questioning such extraordinary claims.
Mr. Rowe, you're certainly one of the world's leading contactees. How many trips have you made to outer space?
Well, I'd say 350 or a few more.
When was the last one?
Well, first part of June.
And who did you go with?
Well, people from Jupiter. People from Jupiter. People from Jupiter. People from Jupiter.
And where did you take off?
From my home.
Any special launching pad there?
No, there isn't. They come pick me up in a car.
To all you people all over the world, wherever you are, I know it's a tough one. I'm an old dude. I've been around for years. I live with optimism. But to all you guys, all you youngsters who feel thwarted and put down and hopeless, believe me one thing.
"35 years ago, we thought the whole space story was going to be imminent, and it's going to be really quick. Everyone is going to accept the idea that there are higher civilizations, and we're going to learn from them, we're going to interact with them. No way.
Hasn't even begun.
We can't even interact with one another on this planet. They, we believe, had to just simply back off. They can't, how can they deal with us? Who can they deal with on this planet? The UN? We're just beginning to cooperate at the UN level. We haven't even begun to communicate with one another and to be civilized.
That's true.
We're very, very barbaric, and it's frightening. In fact, as we get older and we see all this, unfortunately, we just get madder.
That's right.
And more, we said, gee, we thought this was going to be all known years ago. We're looking forward to a marvelous future. And it's been put off, and and now we look to maybe our grandchildren, or maybe our great-grandchildren.
Great-grandchildren.
And maybe even after that.
It's generally on the planet Jupiter, or one of the moons. Let us pray sincerely that in the future the planet Earth will be accepted into such a confederation. But you know, they don't really completely trust us. because we are a rather warlike people. Jupiter.
People from Jupiter.
Jupiter.
People from Jupiter.
They don't really completely trust us because we are a rather warlike people. Jupiter.
People from Jupiter.
If we could just get together all the different religions together and come up with one understanding, what a great thing that would be. Instead of them all killing each other in the name of their own religions. How stupid can we be, these Earth people?
I think the problem with people like this is that they are so stupid that they have no idea how stupid they are. You see, if you're very, very stupid, how can you possibly realize that you're very, very stupid? You'd have to be relatively intelligent to realize how stupid you are.
The people on this planet are barbarians compared to these aliens. These aliens are angelic. They give up wars thousands of years ago. We're barbarians.
你是怎么搞的？
Something is always happening. But when it happens, people don't always see it, or understand it, or accept it.
There is a beautiful harmony between space and science and religion. And for many years, many clergymen have missed the mark by insisting that there is a clash, but there is not a clash. There's a harmony between space, science, and religion. And this is reflected in all holy books. Now, some of these space people could fall into the category of angelic beings. And the Almighty said that all of us have guardian angels and ministering angels.
They have, throughout the years, advised us on many, many points.
Army fighter planes are on patrol for flying saucers. Cameras installed to photograph them. Portland, Oregon, the area from which came the first weird reports. This flying saucer patrol shows how the Air Forces, while not putting too much stock in the mysterious things in the sky, are investigating. The control tower's in touch and on the watch. So are a whole lot of people these days. They're seeing flying saucers everywhere. Flocks of fantastic discs flying through the air. Is there something to it?
Jupiter.
People from Jupiter.
Or is it an epidemic of people just seeing things? Even the goat seems to be looking for the mysterious discs. Even the goat seems to be looking for the mysterious discs.
Yes, yes, we had a lot of ridicule in those days, yes, indeed. Not only ridicule, but my life was threatened several times, and, well, I'm still alive, so it didn't work. Yes, definitely. Now, not so much. And we have gone, as you might say, right to the top.
My interest in UFOs when I was 10 years old in 1953, when my mother was reading some reports out of the newspapers about pilots having encounters with strange flying discs in the sky on their air routes. And since I was already interested in science and aeronautics and astronomy, I got very interested in this, and I found a book called Flying Saucers from Outer Space by Donald Kehoe, and I read it with avid enthusiasm, learning about the Air Force involvement and investigation of UFOs very early on in this era. And a little later on, I met Daniel W. Fry, a man who actually claimed to have ridden on a flying saucer on July 4th, 1950 at White Sands, New Mexico.
The device, to make it as short as possible, the device did take off into the sky. It went as far as the sidelights of New York and returned to its starting point. I can make it longer, but...
And from what he told, or was told by the operator of the craft, he decided to establish this organization called Understanding with the objective of bringing about a greater understanding among all people of the Earth and those not of the Earth. And I kind of became a member of this organization in 1957.
Yep, I remember him very well. One of the youngest members of Understanding. He was too young to really do effective work when he was first joined because he was only about 7, 6. When he first joined, the world could have disappeared any day in a week.
Then later I came to the United States. I was commanded to come to the United States. It wasn't a matter of whether you like it or not. I was asked to present myself in America. And I did, and I lectured from one end of the States to the other and back again, and eventually ended up in dear old Los Angeles, where we still are. Jupiter.
People from Jupiter.
Jupiter.
People from Jupiter.